I was really excited for the girls to get a chance to stay and experience the culture by staying with the Chinese family, and it's a culture that's so different. They've been out of the country, but they've never experienced such a different culture, and the independence they gained from staying with that family and really experiencing life, what it would be like if they lived in China, and becoming friends with somebody halfway across the world was really neat.
Where else can you do that? Where else can you have an experience like that, where they're able to spend time in a home with a family, away from everything that's familiar to them, away from their parents, away from their siblings, and away from their friends too. To be able to spend that time in another culture, it really exposes them to a lot, which I thought was very attractive.
In middle school, you get an opportunity to go to China and absorb the culture, and you get to see, all the things that you can see in China, because it is an incredibly unique place, unlike really any other country. And I think that's what makes this trip so awesome for these kids.
So everybody handled those homestays really well. I was glad that I got to see it, having gone along. That was really neat to at least get to meet the mom that my daughter stayed with, but I will send my other kids and won't necessarily go every time, and wouldn't have any trouble or fears sending them without going along. I trust the program.
Yes, so PHM fully prepares the students before they go. They do an excellent job of teaching them that there might be cultural differences. They teach them some things that they should and should not do before they go. If they make a mistake, though, the people there are very forgiving, very kind. And there's plenty of meetings and plenty of education that is done by PHM. It is just top-notch.
So traveling abroad gives you an opportunity unlike any other learning. So you can read about things, you can watch things, but when you actually experience them yourself, it gives you a completely different perspective.
One of the things that I hoped that my children would gain from specifically the China trip was respect for other people, because China's so different than everything that they know, and they learned very quickly that people can be so different, but we have so many things in common. And they did come back with a lot of respect for different cultures and different people.
Before the trip, I wouldn't describe Hazel as confident, but now after the trip, I'd say she has a lot more self-confidence that she can do things that aren't easy. She can do hard things.
Was there trepidation? Absolutely. Even during the trip, I think there was. But I tell you, as soon as they came back, the smiles and the stories were worth, it was priceless what it was worth. And they'll be able to take that with them really for the rest of their life. And that's really the great part about the trip.